So we found a pretty dead tree here. It's got lots of big holes in it all the way up. And those are from a woodpecker. And the insects will make home in the dead tree, and then the woodpecker will listen to the tree and listen for the insects moving around and peck at the tree with their bill and try to get the insects out. So you can see right here where one animal makes a hole, and then another animal takes advantage of that hole. So we have a woodpecker hole that is full of acorns from a squirrel or a chipmunk. So everything living in the same habitat will take advantage of other creatures' doings and make a little house for themselves if they can. So Sarah found this. It's a group of oak leaves, and it's got the start of a bee's nest or a wasp nest on it.
You can see the little octagon shapes.
Yep, the little honeycomb. And looks pretty old, but you can still see the shapes in it. So it might have been up in a tree, and there was a bee's nest or a wasp nest on top of it, and then it probably fell out of the tree. But down below us, right there, is a pretty large pine tree. Very tall, very big around. And we're looking at a pretty secluded little spot next to a bog down there at the bottom of the hill. And this could be a place where deer bed down to sleep and stay out of the weather. White-tailed deer do not hibernate. They're awake and up and active all winter long. So they have to find places that they can sleep and be out of the weather, be out of the cold and the wind. And they're also close to a water source and some food sources if they can find it. So there's another rock with some green lichen over here, and there's more over there. So this is a good chance that this is a place where deer kind of bed down, and they kind of just sleep and stay out of the weather and stay out of the wind. But we're going to follow Sarah down. Closer to the wet area. And usually areas like this in the spring are very, very wet because of all the snow melting. If this area is wet all year round, then it could be a bog or a swamp. If it's just wet during the spring, it's called a vernal pool. And things like frogs and toads and salamanders will take advantage of the wetness from the snow melting and lay their eggs and catch food in the wet parts. So not really seeing a whole lot of animals.
Another big woodpecker, one back there.
Yep, so there's another tree that Sarah said on the other side of the wet area that's got big woodpecker holes in it. And we've got a dead tree over there, again losing its bark, and it's got big holes in it.
You got to remember to look and then step.
Right.
You might step on the sign of life. So.
Yep.
I was trying to see if I could see anything in the water.